Well, fellas, gotta say that this first patch update was very disappointing. Saw a live stream right after the patch came out for Maximum Football, and for those that joined the live stream, you guys was able to witness everything that had happened. Now, I'm going to be covering and showcasing all the issues that happened to me during that live stream. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. A lot of people complain about fixing the passing and catching mechanics in the game. To me, I really never had a issue with this in general, but ever since the patch came out, they implemented a new user interface graphic, which you guys see right here. When you're making a pass, you're going to have like this green, yellow color meter above your receivers that indicates their catching rating or catching ability. So if it's green, you have a higher chance to make a catch. If it's yellow, you don't have the best chances of making a catch. So it's pretty much a catch chance rating. Now, this kind of does mess up the rating system because the ratings does have a huge factor in making a catch or not making a catch. But at the same time, depending on, if your player is wide open or guarded, it's going to showcase a chance odds of you making a catch or not making a catch. So we're going to take a look at three examples. Right here, I'm closely guarded. It is a yellow meter, and we end up dropping this pass. But you take a look at the same outcome, a little bit separation difference. Receiver is much more wide open. Green meter happens, but then I drop this pass. This can correlate to the ratings as well. And then you see another play, same outcome, big separation, wide open, green meter, but I end up making this catch. So it's kind of odd how this chance odds based off the meter reading depicts when you make a catch or not make a catch. But once again, it's based off the catch ratings as well. Now, I don't know why they implemented this because it kind of gives a false sense for people that may think, oh, because it shows a green meter, it's going to be an automatic catch. So you guys see right here, I see a green meter. I'm just going to throw it to him. But as soon as the ball gets close, it turns yellow and the defender ends up picking off the ball. Now, this was just based off the player positioning. Now, this is great to see because there's no sectioning or morphing, but this is kind of like a false graphic, once again, that's going to be given to people thinking that their receiver is going to make a play, but ends up having this type of outcome. Which, I mean, this is a realistic outcome because DB jumps over the receiver, hands is in front, but once again, it's the graphic that is falsifying the results of this play. And you don't want that to happen during gameplay. So to me, it was something that wasn't really needed. Now, here is another thing that they supposedly addressed, the win-loss. So for people that quit, they get penalized, they don't get any rewards, but the winner does get a win and reward. So you guys see right here, I end up getting a win because my opponent rage quits. So of course he's going to get a loss. But if you do rematch with the same exact person that you just matched up with, which you guys see right here, which he ends up quitting once again, well, the game is not going to count. As you guys see right here, the game does not count. I'm still stuck on the first game that we played where I ended up winning the game. And because he quit this time, once again, I get no rewards. I get no win added to my stat record. And this is very, very disappointing because people can abuse this. So even though you meet the first time and the results goes in your favor, you may make him rage quit or just simply win. If you guys do get rematched and put together, you guys start the game and he ends up quitting, he can just back out and get a freebie once again. Supposedly this was fixed, but the patch did not really fix this. It's still broken. So you guys are going to see me match up with another user who eventually ends up quitting. So I should be 2-0 because after the rematch, of course, you guys just seen the guy quit. The game did not count. So this is my brand new opponent. Of course, he's going to end up quitting, and the results of this match is going to count. Now, the only plus to this is the matchmaking. Like, they keep you within the same overall, like I said before, with the teams. They're not going to match you up with somebody that is clearly having a better dominant team overall. But when it comes to actually having the results count correctly, there is still a big issue on this. So for those that witnessed the live stream, you guys know that I won a few games because of the rage quit, and I only ended up having 2 wins when I should have had like 3 or 4 wins and undefeated. Did not lose a game. Now, another big issue that they still have not fixed is the fact that the ranking stats is not correctly showcased. So, for instance, you guys look at this, like the number 1 player has 15 wins. He's on a 15 win streak with no losses, but yet it says his win streak is 11. So once again, the stats is not recorded properly. Even the guy that I ended up beating, I took a look at him and he did not have a loss counted to his record. He was still like 5-0. So this is still another major issue. And like I said, I feel like they should just reset this and hopefully have the stat tracker correctly showcased for each individual player based off, the team stats, passing stats, whatever the stats may be. But it's just simply unable to record and be kept correctly. Now, there was something that was brought up to my attention during the live stream that I did not know about. The instant replay was added, but it wasn't posted in the patch notes. So before, we didn't even have instant replay, but apparently they implemented it, and I did not know about it until somebody told me about it. So I went to a exhibition match to fool around with it, and it's great that they have this, but the way that they implemented it into the game is absolutely terrible. The whole settings and functions is just not properly well done. The functions is really confusing, and then trying to adapt the setting controls within the functions, it just does not work properly, and you can't even tell what it actually does. So you guys are seeing me view this playback from my live stream, which once again, you guys can check out this full live stream on my YouTube channel to see literally everything. And it's not this typical instant replay that we are used to control wise from what we have to offer with Madden or college football or any other sports game. The way that they implemented this is just absolutely terrible. And even within the instant replay, you guys are going to see here where I encounter a bunch of issues. Like, look at number 27's towel. It glitches away from him and it glitches back to him. You guys are going to see some more glitches like right here. I have no clue why this is happening. And you guys are going to end up eventually seeing the referee kind of slide around. So for it to capture back the play that's happening, it just does not look too great. It does sync up after a bit, but even during the replay, there's still glitches and issues. Another thing about this is that when you have a play ran and you want to re-watch that play that you just ran, so you run the play, you pause the game, and you go to instant replay to review it again, it's not going to show the play that you just ran. It's going to show the play before the current play that you just played, and that's not what you want to see. So you have to wait until the next additional play to view the play that you had done previously, which is ridiculous. It's confusing as hell, but that's how they have it set up. So you can't replay the actual play that you just ran. It's going to replay the play beforehand, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's a tongue twister for you, but Yeah, this whole instant replay feature is just completely broken, honestly. And the last major issue is the customization, things that are locked that you're unable to physically lock because there's no place to go to try to spend money or unlock it. So this was my glitch team that I was able to build during the beta in July, and it glitch saved, so everything was pretty much unlocked. So I went to go edit the leggings to just look at the different patterns, and once I'd done that, the things that I had unlocked during the beta, it's now locked, and it reset my leggings, so I'm stuck with this white color legging instead of having the camo pattern. And I was disappointed because once again during the beta everything was unlocked, but now because a lot of these patterns is locked, if you go customize it, it's going to reset it because you can't literally access the locked items. So with that being said, this is your typical patch that kind of fixes but then it breaks things. So it's the same things that we're accustomed to seeing and experiencing with Madden in college football, which is very disappointing to say, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully it gets a hot fix, who knows, but yeah, I recommend staying away from online play. I mean, online in general is just completely busted at this point, but offline, you're going to have a much more enjoyable experience. So let's just get that out the way. Now, another thing that I have noticed, we had somebody during the live stream saying that there's this guy that plays online where he literally waits until the last second to hike the ball or snap the ball. So, of course, when you play online, you're gonna face those type of players that's gonna play like that. So, like I said, I recommend just staying away from online because the way people play, they're gonna do everything and anything in their power to get a win. So, you're gonna face those type of people that's going to be super annoying, and I just recommend don't play online, especially if you got to deal with all the other issues and then deal with those type of players. I mean, it's not worth it. And the last issue that I encountered was when I was trying to load into a match after finding a online rank match. It would load me, but I'm stuck in the loading screen. So waiting a while, it eventually kicked me back to the main menu, but there was times where it just continuously load and I couldn't do nothing else. I had to close the game and restart it up. So, it started out good during the live stream. I was able to connect with players, but after a while I was connecting to the same player over and over, and then after the fact it wouldn't even load me into the match to connect to the other players. So, yeah, online, like I said, stay away from it until it's completely fixed, and I highly doubt it's going to be fixed anytime soon. Hopefully it gets fixed before the release for Xbox console users on December 10th, but right now it's just a mess. I mean, the patch literally broke some things. So if you guys got any other issues that you encountered after this patch, please comment down below so the devs can take a look at this and possibly fix these things. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Peace.